So it was to join other political prisoners was a new life for me. And it was only the PAC chaps who were there. But colleagues in prison, can be very nice. Sobukwe was a very nice person, very fine personality. I have no doubt that if Sobukwe were alive today, the ANC and the PAC would have merged, would have been one organization, because we had begun discussing this matter, and he was very positive in his approach. He looked after me very well, because there were about 7 of them, and I was the only person who was not a member of the PAC. And you could never notice that difference at all, because of his concern, for unity, and also because he was a fine human being and very strong inside. I had a very lovely time with him. So that period had its ups and downs, but eventually when I joined Sobukwe and others, I felt at home. Although the authorities, of course, did not want us to be together, they put him at the end of the passage, and I was the other end of the passage. And they used to change us, shift us every week. The end of every week, they would take us to a new section as part of security precautions. But Sobukwe and I would be put in different cells, far from each other, with other prisoners between us. And but when I went now to Robben Island, when we were convicted, I was able to join my colleagues now in the Rivonia trial. And we went down together, and subsequently we were joined by others. And that changed the whole scenario. And in spite of the fact that we were in prison, as I have said, I was in the company of very great freedom fighters, talented, and people who were rich in experience. And at the end of every day, you felt that you had gained something from life. Comrade Oliver and I came out of Park Station that morning and bought a newspaper and learned that the National Party had won. And Comrade Oliver said, well, I like this because it is going to put further momentum to the resistance movement. We now know that we have an enemy in power, and difficult days are coming for us. And I think that we're going to have a better opportunity of mobilizing our people to resist this development. It was quite clear that we were going to be in for a very hard time, because the National Party had stated very clearly that the policy followed by the United Party was going to put the whites in the country in jeopardy, because organizations, institutions like the Native Representative Council were teaching Africans to think as a national group instead of thinking as tribes. And they said that they would abolish this institution, revive tribalism, and keep Africans there, down there. And so when they came into power, it became clear that the African National Congress was going to be put under a very severe test.